Hi, Global Championship Wrestling fans, and welcome to Behind the Curtain. I'm your host, Robert Cosper, and our special
I'm
guest...
about to show you cause and effect. I'm the Orc of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, and tonight, one half of the Unlucky Charms, your GCW Tag Team Champions, is our guest tonight, the Subconscious Samurai, Common Knowledge Damon Khristofer. I'm the Wicked Nemesis, and tonight... I'm the Wicked Nemesis, and tonight, our guest from Behind the Curtain, Behind the Curtain, is the Subconscious Samurai, Damon Khristofer. Mr. Khristofer, we're just going to jump right into it. It's your last match tonight. Your thoughts on this? Were there some... That was my glasses, just even worked.
16 years, and it all comes to this. Man, what a run. I've had fun, and this past 2 years as the Unlucky Charms. Well, next month will be a year ago that we won the GCW Tag Team Champions, and since then we've been the most dominant tag team here at Global. And to see it come to this, and I ain't planning on losing the belts tonight. I'm gonna go out on top. I just couldn't ask for a better run. It's really actually kind of hard to talk about because every time I start thinking and reminiscing of the times, man, this big fella right here wants to get a little misty-eyed. But I've had fun.
Well, since it's so hard to talk about, let's talk about it even more. Your run, as I said, you've beaten everyone here. You've beaten every tag team that has been put before you. What is your biggest regret so far at GCW?
My biggest regret at GCW is today that I can't keep going. Not because I want to, it's because I have to stop. For ones that don't know I received a back injury quite a few months ago, and no matter what I've done to try to get it back so I could keep wrestling, it's not worked. And finally the doctor said that's it. And I had to come to grips with it, and I had to realize what's more important, going out there and messing my back up for these fans, or going home and being a family man, and being able to play and watch my kids grow up.
Get this man a Kleenex. Get him a Kleenex. But you've done so much in this business. I mean, what left is there to accomplish besides being signed to a national? Even though you did work for WCW at one time, World Championship Wrestling, back in the day, what is there left to do?
There was a couple of things that I wanted to do before I left this business of professional wrestling that I didn't get to do. I had a chance, and I turned it down to go to Japan quite a few years ago with your brother and Mr. Orion Bishop, and I turned it down because of the family I had at that time. And other than that, though, I never really cared to be signed to a huge major contract. I liked where I was at, as crazy as that sounds. Of course, I wanted to see it and get up to that level, just to say I've been there, but to have a contract and constantly on the road was never in my life. I stayed on the road enough as it was, and I'm happy with what I've accomplished. I'm happy with where I'm at this point in time. I think I've done pretty good for myself.
Well, for those that can hear, I mean, for the people that aren't deaf, they hear. There has been a gathering of people all day that have come to, give their respects. It feels like a funeral. It's not a funeral. It's a celebration. It's a big party. Usually it is all about the fans, but tonight it is about you. So I want to ask you this. What has been your best moment so far in Global Championship Wrestling?
The JYD Memorial Tournament last year. When the tournament was over with, there had to be one tag team left to hold those GCW tag team titles, and that one tag team was me and Knox with you as manager, and that's the Unlucky Charms. Man, to hold those titles up high and to say that, we were actually a fresh tag team. Regardless of how many years I've had in the business, Knox has had in the business, you've had in the business, we were a fresh tag team that nobody really actually knew. But the JYD tournament put us on the map and showed that we are one of the most, if not the most, dominant tag team in pro wrestling today.
Who has been your biggest influence so far in wrestling as a whole in general, sir?
Biggest influence in wrestling? Well, as far as single wrestlers go, Bob Armstrong. He's always been like a father to me. Anybody that knows my history with it, the Armstrongs, Brad was the first guy to ever show me how to bump in the ring. So, and then when I got in the business and I trained, and the Armstrongs got to come and wrestle, man, I hit it off with Bob. We always talked, and man, I've always looked to him to guidance. Bull Buchanan took me under his wing, helped me out a whole lot. Jack Lord. I mean, I can go on as far as biggest influence. Now, as far as tag teams, ones that know why I helped form the Unlucky Charms is because I'm an old school fanatic when it comes to tag teams. The Road Warriors, Rock and Roll Express, all those guys like that, the Brain Busters. When tag teams meant something, when they were at the top of the food chain in pro wrestling, that's what I wanted to bring back to wrestling today. And I think for the most part that we as the Unlucky Charms have done that.
Last words to the fans.
Man, coming from the heart, thank you. I couldn't have done any of this without any of you. You paid your good money, coming here to watch us do what we do. I've had a lot of good responses from fans, a lot of kind words from them. And to all you fans, whether you're from GCW or any of the wrestling fans that's ever watched me wrestle, man, thank you. Thank you.
And just lighten the mood and pull your beer. It's real. When are you going to join Duck Dynasty?
I'm not.
This has been the Subconscious Samurai, Common Knowledge Damon Khristofer. I'm the Oracle Bombs, the architect of intellect, the Wicked Nemesis. Join me beyond ringside.com's own The To Be Determined Show, Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is Behind the Curtain right here, Global Championship Wrestling. Thank you for joining us tonight, in the morning. Good evening, good luck.
I don't know if that night's so bright. It's making my eyes want to water on this tea out of my. It's sad, man. Sitting here looking in my bag. One more time.
One more time. There it is. Bag of a 16-year veteran. Get some arm pads in here.
That's knee pads.
It's got some knee pads in here. Got the Unlucky Charms. Toboggan.
And the infamous.
There they are. There they are. Boom. Boom. The shoes. Gotta be the shoes. Gotta be the shoes.
Let's see them right there.
Bam. There they are. Trunks. Singlets. There it is. Bam! So, here we go. So, do you want to film your last time putting on your boots, sir? So, one last time. One last time.
Give me room for 50